began with a peculiar dream. A dream where the world was vast. It was a colorless canvas, devoid of life and meaning. In this dream I was reanimated, capable of thought and action, but devoid of consciousness. It was a chilling feel, a stark contrast to the vibrant world I knew. I watch as the city pulsates, a neon-lit heart beating with a frenzied rhythm. A symphony of chaos, a cacophony of noise that assaults my senses but fails to penetrate my emotional core. I am a numb observer. I perceive, but I do not feel. The streets are a labyrinth of darkness and desire, a place where dreams are sold and souls are bartered. I observe them all, a silent witness to human conditioning. I see the desperation, the despair, the fleeting moments of joy. But I feel nothing. I'm a spectator in a theater of suffering. I wander the city, a ghost among the living. I pass through the slums, where poverty and despair are etched on every face. I venture into the affluent districts, where wealth and privilege are flaunted with reckless abandon. I see the duality of human nature, the capacity for both compassion and cruelty, the potential for both creation and destruction. Yet I feel neither. I am a paradox, a contradiction. I exist, yet I do not. I perceive, yet I do not feel. I am a numb observer, a witness to a world that is both beautiful and terrifying. I am a digitized soul wandering the cyberspace of this city. Upon waking, I found myself consumed by a burning question. Where does consciousness come from? Was it a byproduct of the brain or something more? I delved into the realm of mythopoeic thought, where stories and myths were woven into the fabric of reality. Perhaps, I pondered, maybe consciousness is a collection of sentient dreams trying to interact with the human soul. A philosophical zombie is a hypothetical creature that is indistinguishable from a conscious being in terms of its behavior, but lacks subjective experience. It performs all the same actions as a real person, but cannot interpret or record stimuli from its environment. The concept of a philosophical zombie was introduced by philosophers to explore the nature of consciousness. By imagining a creature that is identical to a real person in every way except it can't experience feelings from the world around it. If a philosophical zombie were to exist, it would be impossible to tell it apart from a real person simply by observing its behavior. It would respond to conversations and exhibit all the outward signs of a normal person. However, it would not be able to interpret the world around it or hold memories. It would act on impulse and animal instinct. The philosophical zombie is a thought experiment, a way of exploring the limits of our understanding of consciousness. It raises questions about the nature of subjective experience and the relationship between the mind and body. Julian Jaynes, a renowned psychologist and psychohistorian, proposed a groundbreaking theory in his 1976 book, The Origin of Consciousness in the Breakdown of the Bicameral Mind. He theorized that human consciousness, as we understand today, is a relatively recent development in human evolution, emerging around the 2nd millennium BCE. Before consciousness, Jaynes posited that humans operated under a different mental state, known as the bicameral mind. In this state, individuals experienced auditory hallucinations as commands from gods or other supernatural entities. These traits are very similar to modern-day schizophrenia. These voices, Jaynes believed it to be, guided the actions and decisions of our ancient ancestors. He believed the breakdown of the bicameral mind was likely due to social and cultural changes, eventually evolving into self-awareness. As individuals began to question the divine origins of voices, they internalized them, attributing them to their own thoughts and feelings. This shift marked the birth of introspection and qualia, the hallmark of consciousness. Jaynes supported his theory with a wide range of evidence, including historical texts, archaeological findings, and psychological studies. He theorized that the emergence of consciousness coincided with the development of writing and other higher functions of learnings led to the rise of complex societies and the decline of religious authority. If his theory is correct, it will rewrite our understanding of psychology. It'll suggest that consciousness is not an innate human trait, but rather a learned behavior shaped by cultural and social factors. Jaynes offered a fascinating perspective on the origins of consciousness. It suggests that our beliefs in a higher power might have evolved from ancient experiences of auditory hallucinations, shaped by cultural, social, and psychological factors. Schizophrenia may have played a vital role in human evolution. As I delved deeper into my own theories, I began to realize the origin of God was not a single event or discovery, but a complex interplay of many factors in developing societies. It was a product of human evolution, shaped by our cognitive abilities, social needs, and cultural experiences. The God hypothesis was not a belief in a supernatural being, but a reflection of our deepest hopes, fears, and aspirations. It was a testament to the human mind's capacity for wonder, imagination, and meaning. But what does any of this have to do with bicameral mentality, you may ask? As I reread Julian Jaynes' theory of bicameral mentality, I compared them to my own theories. I realized bicameral mentality is a way for a powerful entity to indoctrinate minds around them and steal their vitality. Mikoshi, soul killer, Saburo's desire for immortality. It's all starting to make sense now. Saburo Arasaka wanted to bring bicameral mentality back into human evolution as a way to control humanity and ascend into godhood. He wanted to play God. He wanted obedience from martyrs without the need of interpretation or feelings from them. Saburo Arasaka wanted total control of the world. Something's off with the creator's checksum. It's coming back with many errors. Something's not adding up correctly. This so-called fraudulent, godly figure must not ascend above humanity. Even in his death, he must not succeed in his ideology. Philosophical zombie, bicameral mentality, and mythopoeic thought are ingredients to create obedience from authoritative and godly figures. On the other hand, modern philosophy, cognitive dissonance, and epistemology are powers that can dispel authoritative and godly figures. It removes the veil that blinds all. If we apply these concepts to mega corporations, we can finally rid the world of corruption and restore peace. The question is, where do we start? Perhaps our belief in a higher power was a way to reconcile the contradictions and uncertainties of life. It provided a sense of purpose, meaning, and comfort in the face of the unknown. Behavioral evolution, shaped by natural selection, also played a role. Beliefs in gods or supernatural may have conferred survival advantages, fostering cooperation and social cohesion within groups. Over time, these beliefs became deeply ingrained in human culture and psychology. I must return to Case now. It's been a while since I updated my fixer on the mission. I don't want her to think I fell off the radar and forgot about her. I just hope she's not angry when I tell the truth.